For Rivals.com, I'm National Recruiting Analyst Adam Friedman, Rankings Director for Rivals. I'm also here with the newest Clemson Tiger, Rivals250 defensive lineman Isaiah Campbell out of Southern Durham High School in North Carolina. Isaiah, you're the third commitment coming out of Clemson's Elite Junior Day. You're the number 98 player in the Rivals250, number 3 in North Carolina, and the number 5 defensive tackle in the entire nation. So coming out of this Junior Day, why did you decide that Clemson was the team for you?
I felt Clemson was the team for me. Excuse me, for the people. Honestly, I could come around the people and just be like, these are my kind of people. Then I also went to Clemson for the faith-based program, and I would say those are two biggest things I would say I went to Clemson for. Yes, sir.
When you were listening to Coach Sweeney's big presentation and him explaining his journey and just how he runs the program there, what made you feel so comfortable with what he described?
Honestly, sitting down with the meeting with Coach Sweeney, I was really just drawn in by the aspect of a culture of you. First of all, wanting to graduate. Most schools don't really start with that. They start with NFL draft picks, and he really wanted me to graduate, and that was the biggest thing on the leaderboard. And then second of all, I would say just from the faith-based program, and him not willing to say God and really just given the aspect of just having that faith. You really don't see that in a lot of programs either. And me as a Christian, I say I can relate to that.
Mhm.
And also too, from the aspect of me just going there as what is it, playing football, their culture of D line of developing with Coach Nick Eason, I really felt like that was a no brainer just from me getting the development standpoint from football.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Coach Eason and Coach Rumpf, who really did just kind of get there. But talking with those guys, understanding their philosophy and really understanding their plan for you, what stood out about that?
What stood out about that was that I really felt I could get developed in the aspect of just football and as a man too, and the person who I can relate to on the aspect. Because some coaches they can really teach ball, but I really can't relate to them, and that's the two different things. I would say I'm gonna need a coach I can really just relate to and get a feel with, because all coaches don't like that.
Yeah.
And, mhm.
When you look at the way they teach the position and really just the scheme that they run on the defensive side of the ball, what makes you feel like you'd be so successful in that system?
Yes, sir. Well, Clemson runs a four-man and kind of and three-man front, but I think four-man, I think like most of the time, and three-man less of the time. But honestly, around Clemson, you have D tackles, D ends, right? But you're all D linemen pretty much, and you sometimes you got that nose tackle that's not going to rush from the D end spot, but all the D linemen rush and get upfield, and that's pretty much the priority of the Clemson defense is you rush, you get upfield, and look, a D tackle could line up as a D end and can rush. And so pretty much that's why you really don't have just some people saying, look at this. Here he's a D end, he's gonna stay at five tech. Or he's a D tackle, he's gonna say, no, you all rush from everywhere. And I feel like I can really relate to that because me as a player, I feel like I'm a hybrid and I can go, both ways. I would say from a D tackle to a D end.
Well, you do have a versatile skill set, 6'5", 265 pounds or so, maybe a little bit more depending on the time of year. But you've got a skill set that you could line up at multiple positions on the defensive front. Is that something that they emphasize to you, or is it something that they're going to talk to you about when you get there and see how your body reacts to the training program?
Yeah, so we're also too, yeah. So when I'm there, so if I don't grow another inch or just get bigger, that they I'm gonna come from the outside in pretty much. I'm gonna be developed from maybe a five tech, then go to three. So that's pretty much the aspect. And I'm gonna work everywhere on the defensive front. And if I do get bigger and I do become, 300, or in a matter of fact of just getting bigger, I would go down to the three tech, but still be able to play those other positions. And so I would be getting developed everywhere from a defensive standpoint. I believe from my aspect of me getting learn hands, get off, and just honestly body type wise, because they would develop me when I get there and how I am right now.
Sure. That makes a lot of sense. Now, when you were hanging out with a lot of the players who are on the roster or in this recruiting class, who are you really close to?
I talked to Peter Woods, the Notre Dame game, I would say, and he really just filled me in the aspect of who really is Coach Easton, because I was still trying to find out who these people are, what are they like, and that's why coming to Junior Day, that really helped. I would say fill out and really let me see who these people truly are in the program.
Well, they've also got a couple of defensive linemen committed in this 2025 class in Amari Adams and then Ari Watford, who committed last week. Both of them are also Rivals 250 prospects. Have you developed a relationship with them at all?
Yes, I have. Yes, sir. I developed a relationship with Coach. Well, not with Coach, my bad, but with Ari Watford and with Amari, you know, and just, man, we all just were in the training room and all were in the room with Coach Easton, and we were just really just filling out each other and just like talking and vibing. So I do know them, and I really said I have built a relationship with them. Yes,
Well,
sir.
it sounds like they're excited and you're excited to play with them at the next level. Again, Isaiah Campbell, congratulations on your commitment. Clemson now sits at number 3 in the Rivals team recruiting rankings, right behind number 2 LSU. And Isaiah, like I mentioned, they're their third defensive line commit with the other 2 Rivals 250 prospects in Amari Adams and Ari Watford. Congratulations again, Isaiah, and make sure you tune into Rivals.com for all the coverage of Isaiah's commitment, all of Clemson's Elite Junior Day coverage, and remember to subscribe to Rivals.com on the YouTube channel and follow Rivals on all of the social media channels. Thanks very much, Isaiah.
Thank you.